ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out of the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. The slot man in motion right. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good job right there. Good job right there. Hey, 0-0-0.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second and a yard. Wilson throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Broncos at 6-5 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson will throw again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 2nd down, Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
We're scoreless after 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert rolling to his right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. To throw is Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Again, Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Los Angeles.
First down, Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert on first down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on fourth down. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
14. 12. Easy.
There's Wilson. Going for it all. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing is Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Throwing again here, Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Baron Browning. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Once more, here's Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
These guys, sir, they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
first-down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or in.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. This is caught by Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stop down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Again, Wilson. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Wilson finds Dulcich out left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, but both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert going to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Nick Benito in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.